race against time in Myanmar and Thailand. Rescue crews have been working around the clock for the better part of 3 days now, desperately searching for survivors beneath the rubble left behind by
the bridges go, man. The bridges are so susceptible.
By a 7.7 magnitude earthquake.
That's massive, too.
Damn.
This harrowing footage depicting the moment a woman is pulled from the debris of a collapsed hotel building in this.
Those people, those heroes, right? Their adrenaline must be through the roof. If you save a person's life, I can only imagine how you would feel. Like I don't think they feel like, look at me. I just think they do it because it's the right thing to do. All right, so let's get right into it. There was another catastrophe. I think it's called Maynard, correctly, right? What's the name?
Oh, yeah, Myanmar.
Yeah,
it's the name of Burma or Myanmar.
Thank you so much, Burma. 7.7 magnitude earthquake. Let's get into it. Yeah, that's a lot, dude. 7.7 is... All right, so let's check out this video.
Powerful 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Myanmar has jumped to over 1,000. Officials fear the number could rise even further, with thousands injured and dozens missing. This comes as rescuers continue to sift through the rubble to search for survivors. Mandalay, Myanmar's second largest city, was the worst hit, where the earthquake brought down buildings and damaged infrastructure. Myanmar's military-led government has issued an appeal for international aid, with neighboring China and India among the first to send help. Friday's quake was also felt in neighboring countries, with at least 6 deaths in Thailand.
Mandalay, it's just 12 miles away from the epicenter, and the damaging of infrastructures, the buildings, the roads.
There we go. That's a pretty good take on it. So there we go. We got skyscrapers here, and I saw some of the ancient buildings also were hit. This land is so ancient. It's been through so much.
Airport's tower was just falling, and the bridge.
So context, there was some people down there that showed just how.
And especially the building damage was so severe, and people are just, they so shocked. People are just, desperate.
Okay, so there's a person right here. That person's probably 5-6 foot.
Oh yeah,
So
give like perspective, right? Yeah,
it's pretty.
That's insane,
large.
man.
Devastated. I have never seen anything like that in my life before. This is so severe, and Mandalay is nothing. We can't. The communication is down, so we have no idea, how our friends and families are okay or not.
I mean, I'll just cut in here real quick that everything that mankind builds will eventually be destroyed. I mean, we're just basically on the top of a planet, a big old rock, and the tectonic plates will shift, they will crack. It's horrible. I don't like seeing people suffer, but everything will get pretty much rocked eventually. Be it the wind, the rain, the earth, you name it.
It's true. We're at the mercy of nature, and we're part of nature, but we're also at its mercy in many ways. And this is just. It's a tragedy because, actually, number one, I got to email a friend to see if she's okay.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully she gets email. Number two, I don't think she's in Mandalay, though. I think she's in another city. Number two, Mandalay is supposedly a beautiful city. I have a friend who went there. And it's just sad to see, any human beings get harmed in an earthquake. But to see the city get leveled like that or destroyed, that's just terrible. Yeah.
Sure.
This is really something.
ล่าสุดตอนแรกอยู่ที่ชั้น 5ก็วิ่งไปเรียกแม่ไงน้องสาวไปตะโกนเรียกแม่แล้วก็วิ่งกันลงมาจากบันไดกับพวกเพื่อนเขานั่นแหละค่ะแล้วทีนี้แม่น่าจะสะดุดล้มมั้งแล้วน้องก็คงไปช่วยแล้วก็
Sister tried to help, and that's when they couldn't make it out. I guess when that building comes down, you don't even know. It must just be over.
I think it just happens God forbid, right? I think it just happens so fast. There's just no, even if I'd better get out, by the time you realize that, it might be too late.
Yeah.
That's just awful.
The one thing, I'm sure I've said this in other videos, I've become more compassionate, and certainly for the people involved, but also the animals and the habitat just as a whole is getting really hurt, man. There's so many dogs and cats and every kind of animal you can imagine, cows, they're all getting hurt and damaged and destroyed.
ก็ออกมาไม่ทัน
แล้วก็ขอย้ำอีกครั้งนะคะว่าเหตุการณ์แผ่นดินไหวที่ประเทศไทยตอนนี้นะคะได้สงบลงแล้วนะคะแล้วก็เดี๋ยวจะมีการตรวจ
So there you go. There's somebody in America you won't ever really see, right? That is the Prime Minister right there.
Prime Minister of Thailand, right? Did they say?
I won't get sidetracked with American politics because it's nonsense. But like, look, there's a woman president there. You know what I mean? And it's like,
oh well, she's a female head of government at least in this point. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's kind of well, you know.
You just get so indoctrinated with this American.
We tend to be in a bubble, right?
They don't even talk about this woman, you know, in the West in American news.
ตรวจในเรื่องของตึกต่างๆที่ตอนนี้ก็จะมีผู้ดูแลตึกของแต่ละตึกอยู่แล้วนะคะก็
หวังว่าให้แม่กับน้องรอด
Damn. Mother and sister. Damn.
เห็นอยากเจอหน้า
Yeah, I cover these topics just because, you know, I find natural disasters to just really be a very humbling experience, you know.
Right.
It's just, I don't know what to say. I'm just in awe of it, and it just makes me more grateful, you know, for the things I have and this
That's
peace
really
I have.
true. Gratitude and compassion. I don't want to sound like I'm banging on about them, but those are the only two emotions that really, in the end, kind of make, if you will, logical sense. Because I'm grateful that, you know, I have the life I have. Also compassionate to the idea that, you know, nature could get any one of us at any time. We don't know.
Yeah.
And in this case, you know, a few tectonic plates shift and a whole city's, or a good portion of a city's flattened.
Well, it remains.
Just what happened, right? It's terrifying. It's just, it's scary, awe-inspiring in the sense of, you know, it's scary, but you're also like grateful. Mother Nature is very real.
Very real. Yeah, and I think a lot of my life, you know, when I walk on the street, surface level, I'm 6 foot tall, and I'm like, oh, I look at scale, right? I'm like, I start to see aerial footage of, you know, my surroundings, the big cities around me, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm an ant. I'm just an ant walking around on this rock. And I think for the longest time, I think when you're a teenager or a kid, you don't look at the world like that too much, that you're just a little tiny thing. You start to think you're big. You're like, that stop sign's that much taller than me. And it's like, zoom out, bud. Zoom out.
It's like, I always marvel too, like, you know, when you're younger, right, a kid, you think you're the center of the universe, and that's sort of part of the process. But then I remember seeing things like the Earth from space or things like that over time. And then I'm like, in pictures and such. And I'm like, man. Then you zoom out, you know, you're at the solar system. You're like,
oh, yeah.
I'm unique. There's only one of me in history as far as I know. But I'm so small.
Yeah.
Too. It's kind of, it's humbling.
It's super humbling. And then if you see how much bigger the sun is than the Earth, oh my God.
It's amazing. Yeah, when you have those comparisons, it's just like,
I don't think some people realize just how big that ball of fire really is.
It's true.
So let's get back into some more of the information about this natural disaster.
It's a race against time in Myanmar and Thailand. Rescue crews have been working around the clock for the better part of 3 days now, desperately searching for survivors beneath the rubble left behind.
The bridges go, man. The bridges are so susceptible.
By a 7.7 magnitude earthquake.
That's massive, too.
Damn.
This harrowing footage depicting the moment a woman is pulled from the debris of a collapsed hotel building in this.
Those people, those heroes, right? Their adrenaline must be through the roof. If you save a person's life, I can only imagine how you would feel. Like I don't think they feel like, look at me. I just think they do it because it's the right thing to do. You know?
Yeah, I think they're I'm with you 100% on that. I generally feel it's just what we do, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, good. You know, this woman made it. It's gotta be a miracle.
Like first responders, when they show up, they will put their life on the line. You know. It's noble.
It's interesting because they go against the grain of what we consider survival, right? Run away from the disaster.
Right.
They run towards the day, which is really like that's a special kind of person.
Yeah,
in a way.
But you'll
Train their
when
mind.
things are when your community in your area of everything you knew, your church, your local store, when that's all damaged, like I think people fall into that mode and just want to help. In America, sometimes I think they'd rather watch the world burn. A lot of certain kind of people here, which is not good. But I do know we
Some
also
do,
have good
I think,
people
yeah.
too.
We do. We have, yeah.
City
Yeah.
of Mandalay. Authorities estimate that she, along with many others, have been trapped for more than 40 hours,
Oh, damn.
marking a grim realization as the death toll continues to climb.
You don't. I would think too when you're that person there, right? Because you saw where they pulled her out of, right? You don't know if you're gonna make it, and it's just dark, and it's just
It's just dark.
dark, and you probably can't breathe. There's probably dirt all over the place, and your lungs, your finger.
I have no idea like where you are now, right? Like you're in this pile. Like where in the pile? Right?
Yeah.
You don't even know. It's just darkness and
then,
just terror. I can't even imagine.
Then you're getting fatigued. You're gonna fall
Yeah.
asleep, I guess, eventually. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah. It's probably very all that adrenaline when it calms, if you can call it that. I'm sure you fall asleep for a bit, wake up, realize,
wake up, and you're like, oh my God,
I'm still here.
I'm dark and stuck. Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Myanmar's ruling junta military government says, as of Sunday morning, more than 1,700 people have been confirmed dead, and another 3,000 plus are injured. The U.S. Geological Survey, however, is estimating that the true death toll may be closer to 10,000 people, with so many still missing.
There are people still under those buildings. We have a small window of opportunity to reach those people now.
Red Cross officials are on the ground across the Southeast Asian country. They say the earthquake has added a new level of devastation to an already struggling nation.
So there we go. That's so fashion house. So this is, I guess, a hotel of some sort or a nice building.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So probably some sort of shopping district. I mean, this looks like a pretty new building over here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Like it's interesting the
this
blend of new and old there.
As humanitarians, as a compound crisis, compounded with this.
$18 million US.
This is a 2-year plan to really work with the Myanmar Red Cross Society and community members to respond to this very devastating earthquake, but also look into strengthening resilience and building back better.
For South Korea and Thailand.
There they are. There's the heroes. There's the people who just go out there and get it done. God bless them.
All jumping in to assist. Thailand itself is still reeling from the aftershocks.
Oh, Thailand's jumping in to help. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah.
the quake.
the
Although
Royal
many
Thai Air
kilometers
Force.
away from the epicenter, Bangkok saw widespread destruction Friday, the worst of which happened here at this under construction building.
Bangkok, so that's China, right?
Oh, so Bangkok is Thailand's capital. Yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Thailand's capital, and
Thank you.
I think it's the largest city too. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's yeah. So Bangkok.
Emergency crews have now recovered 11 bodies from the site of the collapse. They say at this time, more than 40 people still remain trapped or missing.
Now, Myanmar's military leaders are normally averse to foreign involvement, but due to the scope of this disaster, they've explicitly asked for any help that's available. The UK, Ireland, and Australia announcing Sunday individual aid packages, which are going to total up to $20 million. U.S. President Donald Trump has also promised to send some American assistance. Meanwhile, several Canadian disaster relief organizations are currently on the ground in Myanmar, contributing to relief and recovery efforts. For City News, I'm Carling Donahue.
All right. Well, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's just natural disasters are just unexpected and devastating, you know?
It's true. I find it really interesting too. Some countries that don't have I'm guessing America and Myanmar don't have the best diplomatic relations, let's say. They're not the worst, but they're not the best. But when a human tragedy strikes, it is kind of nice and encouraging to see people coming together to say, look, we're going to help you out because this is just a very human thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think if there's a light to be found in this darkness, that would be it, I would say.
Yeah, the one thing I noticed about the news cycle, like obviously that's going to change people's lives for, you know, the rest of their life. But the news cycle, like there's a thing that happened in Kentucky, so it's like you'll hear about it for probably another week, and unless you go and research it yourself, it's almost like it never happened for
You're right. It
certain
disappears.
people. Yeah.
And people forget. You're right. It's kind of sad. People forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's not in the news cycle anymore.
Or it'll be
It's
like, oh, that was
somewhere else.
2 years ago. That was 5 years ago. The anniversary.
Yeah.
You know. But to
Yeah, right.
all of the habitat, the animals, the infrastructure,
Man.
you know, I just this is a difficult place to live on this rock. This rock is been through a lot, and it's going to in turn go back
Well
to an
said,
ice
man.
age again, and
said.
it is inevitable that what is built will be destroyed and be rebuilt.
Mm.
You know.
Change is the only constant, right? Yeah.
That's right. That's,
Yeah,
as you would
crazy.
say, if I'm doing this
Yeah.
for you a lot, we stand on the shoulders of giants.
Of giants. It's true. Yeah, it's true. Man, let's hope we keep standing.
Yes, and I just say it makes me more grateful, and I'm just glad you and I can sit
too.
here and have an opinion, and not just have an opinion, just a response, just to talk about it. It's interesting, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. I'm grateful for that too. Thank you for the opportunity to do that.
Always a
Yes.
pleasure. And then with that,
Indeed.
I think we're gonna be out.